You've made a smart career move by joining the largest brand in the select service industry. To help you succeed, we're here to show you how to maximize your earning potential. Get ready. We're about to share the key to success in the world of select service. The key to success in select service is all about being efficient. But what does that really mean? Efficiency is getting things done the right way without wasting time, energy, or resources. It's about doing the job well without extra hassle or effort. Basically, it is finding the best system possible to get something done quickly without sacrificing quality. Why is efficiency such a big deal at Great Clips? Because our success depends on growing the number of customers we serve. When we first opened in 1982, people wanted a place where they could get a quick, easy haircut. No appointments, no long waits. That is our niche. We cater to the customers that have busy lives and we value their time. That's why we made a promise. Walk in for a haircut and you'll be seen in 15 minutes or less. That is what our customers want. To keep that promise and keep customers coming back, we need the right number of stylists working and everyone moving efficiently. Haircuts should be finished in 15 minutes or less, so the next person in the lobby isn't waiting. That 15-minute mark is key to how we operate at Great Clips, and it's something to always keep in mind. At Great Clips, we're all about increasing our customer count growth, and that means we are in the business of customer service. Making sure customers return is essential to our business. As a stylist, your success depends on serving a steady flow of customers throughout each shift. That's why understanding what our customers value is so important. Great Clips has become the most successful select service brand by listening to our customers. With over 40 years of experience, we know one thing for sure. Our customers don't like to wait. Their time matters. They choose us because they know they can walk in and be seen within 15 minutes. That's the promise we make, and it's one they count on. When you and your team uphold that promise by working efficiently and keeping things moving, customers notice and they return. As your salon grows and stays consistently busy, your productivity increases, and so does your earning potential. Every customer interaction matters, and it's entirely in your hands and your team's to make it a great one. Why does all this matter to you as a stylist? Because when the salon gets busier, you see more customers, and that means more tips and higher earnings. Staying busy boosts your productivity, which is how we measure each stylist's efficiency. Simply put, productivity is the average amount of money you bring into the salon per hour. And yes, it really matters. We recognize and reward high productivity. We believe our stylists should benefit from the value they create, so every quarter we review your numbers and give hourly raises to those who hit a new productivity level. This is a performance-based business, and the great part is, you're in control of what you earn. If you're already at work, why not make it count and earn as much as you can? Let's break down how you can plan for your next raise. Every Great Clips salon has its own productivity chart, and it's unique to that specific location. Look at the example on the screen. We create this chart by looking at how busy the salon is, specifically the average number of customers coming in, and then figuring out how many haircuts per hour a stylist should be able to complete if they're working efficiently. This number usually starts around 2.4 haircuts per hour, but can be higher in busier salons. Some salons are still growing and may have fewer customers, which means the average cuts per hour will be lower. Other salons are already busy, so stylists there can naturally see more customers per hour, leading to higher averages. Once we know the expected average number of haircuts per hour for that salon, we multiply it by the price of a haircut to get the baseline productivity rate. For example, if the target is 2.5 haircuts per hour and each haircut costs $19, then the baseline is $47.50 per hour. That means a stylist should aim to bring in at least $47.50 per hour in services to meet the minimum productivity level. The chart starts at the average cuts per hour, and we give a productivity raise based off the chart if you reach above the average cuts per hour. And here's the best part. The more you go above that minimum baseline productivity, the more you earn. That's how productivity is tracked and rewarded. Let's go over exactly when and how you can earn a raise based on your productivity. The productivity quarters go from January to March, April to June, July to September, and October to December. You can only earn each productivity raise once. Let's use this example productivity chart. Let's say that in your first quarter, your average productivity is $48.70. If you look at the chart, you'll see that this earns you a $1.38 increase to your hourly wage. You'll keep that raise permanently, but you can't earn it again. To get another raise, your productivity has to go higher. So, if next quarter your average goes up to $49.70, you now qualify for $1.63 extra per hour, a new raise of 25 cents more than before. This productivity chart is posted in your break room, but it's a good idea to take a picture or make a copy for yourself. Use it to set goals and plan ahead. What raise are you aiming for next? Now that you understand how efficiency boosts your productivity, helps the salon grow, and ultimately increases your earnings, let's dive into some practical ways to work more efficiently. Start at the beginning of your day. Before you take your first customer, make sure your station is fully stocked and organized. Have your disinfectants ready, plenty of neck strips, a couple of full water bottles, a clean cape, multiple towels, a few brushes, and several combs. Keep a few go-to styling products on hand to enhance the service, but limit it to just 3 on your station. Keep your workspace tidy and clutter-free so you can move quickly without searching for tools. A clean, organized station sets the tone for an efficient day. Check your tools. Make sure all your equipment is in good working order. We strongly recommend having backup clippers, trimmers, and shears, just in case something goes down during your shift. Keep your clippers oiled, clean, and fitted with sharp blades. Dull or broken tools are one of the fastest ways to lose efficiency and slow yourself down. If your blades or shears are dull, you will struggle making cuts and find yourself not only working slower, but it will result in inaccurate cuts. Start each service with a smile. It may seem simple, but smiling really does improve productivity. When you greet your customer with a genuine smile, it puts them at ease. A relaxed, confident customer is more likely to trust you and less likely to question every part of your process, saving you time and creating a better experience for both of you. Work as a team. Efficiency isn't just individual, it's team-based. Help each other out. If you're already sweeping, go ahead and sweep your neighbor's station too. They'll return the favor. This rotation saves everyone time and keeps the salon clean without one person doing it all. Less time spent grabbing and returning the broom after every haircut means faster transitions to your next customer. Being efficient also means being aware of your time. One of the best tools you have is the dashboard on the iPad at the front desk. Use it to check your daily and weekly stats. It helps you see where you're doing well and where there's room to improve. You can see on the example on the screen that the stylist is in the right zone for her haircut time and productivity. You can check this all day, every day, to ensure you are on target. Remember, productivity is measured as a weekly average, so if your productivity is lower than usual, take a look at your average haircut time. Is it over 15 minutes? If so, that could be the reason. It might mean you're cutting slower than usual. Look at the average minutes in between customers. It should be 2.0 or less. This is your cleanup time. If it is higher, you may need to reorganize your station. Once you notice a slowdown, start asking yourself a few key questions. Is my slowdown due to my haircut time or my cleanup time? Am I talking too much during the haircut? When I talk, do I keep cutting or do I stop? Do I keep leaving my station to grab supplies? Is there a part of the haircut I'm not confident in? Do I keep fluffing or rechecking the hair between every cut? Am I over-sectioning? Sometimes just being self-aware is all it takes to get back on track. However, if you can't quite figure out why, we are here to help. You have support from your manager and regional manager. They will do a one-on-one coaching session with you to observe what you might be able to do to improve your efficiency. Our goal is to make you successful, so we are always here to help. Great Clips has been around for over 40 years, as I've mentioned before. One of the reasons for that success is our consistent use of the 5-step customer service system, because it works. This system not only ensures that customers get the experience they expect, but it also helps you stay focused and efficient. Think of it as a built-in checklist to guide your service flow. Always stick to the 5 steps. It keeps you on track and supports your overall productivity. We also have a proven cutting system. Whether you are new to the industry or just new to Select Service, taking the orientation cutting class at the training center might be a good idea to boost your productivity. Remember, we are experts at cutting and experts at efficient systems. We will teach you the quickest system for achieving excellent results. Another key factor in maximizing your productivity is being available to work during the busiest shifts. These peak times are when you have the best chance to serve more customers, earn more tips, and keep your productivity high. Here's a breakdown of peak times. Peak days: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. These are the busiest days because most customers are off work and out running errands. Peak hours during the school year: 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. on weekdays. Kids get out of school and parents get out of work during these hours. Peak hours during summer: 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. on weekdays. Kids have time to have a relaxing morning before lunchtime when their parents are ready to run errands or get off work later in the day. Working during these peak times and days helps you stay consistently busy, reducing slow periods in your shift and giving you more opportunities to earn. Imagine working Monday through Friday during non-peak times, early in the morning, and not seeing customers consistently versus working only 3 days Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and making double or triple that amount. Plus, you have a better opportunity of earning higher productivity, which equals a raise. Work smarter, not harder. Let's talk about a few more key ways to boost your efficiency. Think of your day like running your own business. Your goal is to make the most money possible. That means being smart about how you manage your time, especially during peak and slow periods. There are parts of the day when the salon is really busy, which we call peak times, and other times when it slows down. Make sure you're taking breaks only when it's slow. This is important. Productivity is only tracked while you're punched in. When you punch out for a break, your productivity is paused. It doesn't go up or down. When you punch back in, it starts again. Here's an example. You've had a busy morning and your productivity is sitting at $55 per hour. Then it slows down around 1 o'clock and you find yourself sitting for 15 minutes with no customers. That's a perfect time to take a break, because if you stay punched in, that downtime will lower your productivity. But if you punch out, that time doesn't count against you. Now, let's say 10 minutes into your break, 4 customers walk in. That's your cue to punch back in and take them, then finish your break when it slows down again. This helps keep your productivity high. One stylist always has to be punched in, so if someone else is on a break and you can't take one, use your time wisely. If the salon is slow and a customer comes in, that's a great time to offer add-on services, because we charge for time and you have it. For example, offer a shampoo. Adds about 3 to 4 minutes and earns an extra $6 towards productivity. If the customer has long hair, offer a style. This may add 20 minutes to the service, but no one is waiting and it will add $30+ to your productivity. The trick is to know how much time to spend on that service. Remember, time is your money, so knowing how long to spend on each service so it improves your productivity is important. A haircut should take 11 to 15 minutes. A shampoo should take no more than 3 to 5 minutes. A beard trim should take 5 to 7 minutes or less. Styling services vary in price, so they will vary in time. Think about this example. A customer wants a haircut, shampoo, and short style. You have a goal that day that your productivity needs to be at least $60 an hour. The haircut is $19, shampoo is $6, and short style is $40. That equals $75. You would think you have 75 minutes then, correct? Yes, for everything. Cleanup time, prep time, collecting tools, walking to the shampoo station, checking them out, doing a consultation, and thanking them for coming in. So you have to determine that if you take 15 minutes off for all the extra prep work, you probably only have 60 minutes. If you shampoo in 5 minutes, do the haircut in 15 minutes, that leaves you approximately 40 minutes or less to do the style in order to really make it worth your while. We talked about how to control your productivity when it is slow, but how should you work when it's busy? I bet you guessed it. Working efficiently. There are a lot of things you can do to prepare yourself for busy times, but one of the most important things you can do is to change your mindset. When it was slower, you want to encourage extra services. When it is busy, your mindset should be geared more towards making sure the customers don't wait in the lobby more than 15 minutes. We, of course, will never turn down an extra service, but if there are customers waiting in the lobby, your goal is to service as many of them as possible. Remember, our business is all about customer count growth, and customers will return for a second visit if they don't have to wait. These are the times you need to clean up your station quickly, hustle, and get to the next customer in line. The more customers you can get to return, the more the salon's customer count average will grow. The more customers, the less downtime you have. And don't you want to be busy frequently to make a lot of money? We've talked a lot about how efficiency is directly related to productivity, so now let's take a moment to look at how efficiency also impacts your tips. The more customers you serve each hour, the more tips you can earn. For example, if you're doing 2 haircuts an hour, you might make around $8 to $10 in tips. But if you're doing 4 haircuts an hour, that could jump to $16 to $20 in tips. Let's break that down. Over an 8-hour shift, that's an extra $60 in tips. Over a 5-day work week, that's $300 extra. Over a month, that adds up to $1,200 more in tips alone. And that's on top of your base pay and any productivity raises. Our most efficient stylists, those who consistently work smart, stay organized, and manage their time well, make over $40 an hour when you combine wages, productivity bonuses, and tips. Efficiency doesn't just help the salon, it directly puts more money in your pocket. Let's wrap up with a quick summary of what we've covered today. Efficiency means finding the best way to serve our customers in the least amount of time, without sacrificing quality. It's the foundation of our select service model, and it plays a huge role in your success here at Great Clips. Being efficient directly impacts your income. It can lead to higher productivity raises and more tips. The more efficient you are, the more money you can make. Here are the key ways to improve your efficiency. Keep your station organized and stocked. Hustle and get to the next customer without delay. Be friendly and welcoming. A smile goes a long way. Be aware of your personal stats. Work as a team. Help keep the salon clean and support your coworkers. Take breaks during slower times, not peak hours. Be present and ready during the busiest days and times. Follow the 5 steps to customer service. Take advantage of training and understand the cutting systems. Know how to adjust your approach and mindset for both busy and slow times. We're so glad to have you on the team and want to make sure you have everything you need to succeed. If there's anything from this video you'd like more help with, don't hesitate to ask your trainer, manager, or regional manager. They're here to support you every step of the way. Let's make today great!